Welcome to a 1v1 on Stalingrad. I don't do very many games on this map, so this will be something a little bit different. This one's going to be ihitto, U.S. forces in the south base versus MoaningMinnie as Oster in the north base, and MoaningMinnie is getting himself 2 squads of extra pioneers to start with, so that's an interesting choice. He must think that grenadiers on this map are just basically useless. Maybe he's gonna rush tier 2. Looks like it. He hasn't constructed tier 1 in his base, so that's probably his plan. But it's going to be a bit of a struggle till he gets there because pioneers are not particularly viable combat troops. Even on this map, they will struggle against American riflemen. We have 1 extra squad of rear echelon troops. Initial squad going up to the north fuel, this squad going for the strategic point, and then riflemen hitting the field. Second squad of riflemen cooking. Riflemen look like they are going to be heading for this building, or at least the area around here. Pioneers spreading out and taking territory as well. 4th squad of pioneers hitting the field now. And pioneers are actually not that cheap. They cost 200 manpower, which makes them the most expensive engineering unit. Well, unless you count stern pioneers, but I don't. So they are the most expensive engineering unit, which makes them quite difficult to spam efficiently. And now a 5th squad is coming out, so we'll see if MoaningMinnie can make it work. He does have control of the building. If these riflemen were to attempt to take it, I don't think they'll make it in time. Pioneer's about to hop inside, maybe, or he's just gonna not get inside. And that was a bit of a mistake, I think. He shouldn't have let those riflemen get in that building. Now he's not going to be able to engage very cost effectively against them. He's gonna take a bunch of damage, just barely hurting him in return. These pioneers here are going to push these rear echelons away from the victory point. These pioneers are going to grab this victory point down here, although it looks like he's actually going to just run straight into close range against this building. But again, not engage cost effectively here. He really needed not to lose that building. He really needed to get inside of that building. Now he's screwed. Pioneers here getting forced away by riflemen. It looks like MoaningMinnie has now essentially lost on all fronts, but I think he will have the fuel to tech up soon. He should probably get battle phase 1 as soon as he can. Fortunately, he does still hold this fuel point, and he will hold it for a little while. These riflemen have stopped to take the VP. We also see a rifle company chosen by ihitto.
You need something built? Or blown up?
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Rear echelon's taking this point now. Some freshly reinforced pioneers making their way out of the base and run straight into 2 squads of riflemen, and they are going to lose this engagement. He should have retreated as soon as he saw this engagement. He inflicted only 2 losses and suffered 6. Which is kind of expensive because, how much are these to reinforce? Like, 25?
Our opponents are seizing the sector.
He does force a retreat. Brute force, 25, yeah, 25 to reinforce those, which is quite a lot, considering how quickly they drop and how little they accomplish. So much damage. Almost lost a full squad there. He's just sending them straight into the meat grinder, charging at riflemen in green cover across open ground. With pioneers, it's not working very well. He should at least try to pull off some kind of flank or something. And he definitely shouldn't be sending them in 1 at a time. And he still doesn't have tier 2. And he's bleeding manpower like crazy. Not working very well.
Production upgrade accomplished.
He does have a lot of repair power, though, if he somehow manages to get a vehicle out at some point.
You found something?
Looks like he's just going to wait until he can tech up. To build the structure is going to cost 120 manpower and 15
We are losing a sector.
that much, but he's trying to reinforce his squads first, and he has purchased his first flamethrower. He's probably intending to get quite a few of those in the future. ihitto, on the other hand, has 170 munitions. I don't think he's made any munitions expenditures yet. He does not research grenades or any base upgrades, and he's skipping lieutenant and going straight for captain, which is something I definitely agree with on this map. These light vehicles struggle a little bit, but as far as map control, MoaningMinnie really holds nothing. But his tier 2 is going up now, and once his Panzer Grenadiers start coming out, hopefully he'll be able to regain a little bit of the map. But I think he might be a little bit too far behind now to be able to come back from his situation. ihitto has only taken like 10 losses or something like that. 7. He's only taken 7 losses. Which on riflemen are 28 or something. Yeah, 28 to reinforce, so. Compared to the 27 losses that MoaningMinnie has taken at this point, he's really ahead in the manpower game.
Waiting for deployment.
And Panzer Grenadiers are pretty expensive
The
too.
enemy is overrunning one of our capture
340, so not something that he can easily be spamming. And he's about to make the mistake of going with a scout car against captain tier. He hasn't seen the captain yet. He's about to see it, so maybe he'll cancel the scout car when he sees the captain. Probably should. Light vehicles struggle on this map, like I said. Captain, yep, he canceled it. Good decision. Good decision to react to his opponent's tech like that. He definitely made the right call. And he's going to switch to Panzer Grenadiers, which definitely going to serve him a lot better. We have volley fire going off from inside the building here. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, though. All of these Pioneer squads are in green or yellow cover, and they're not going to get suppressed. He almost loses his full squad of rear echelons, but he gets out of there just barely in time. Not stress how important it is that he take this building. Oh, he's going to lose that. Oh, pick it up. Recover it. Oh, okay. Does manage to maybe save the flamethrower. No. No, he does not. He lost 2 full squads of Pioneers and his flamethrower in that engagement. And inflicted only heavy losses on a rear echelon squad. So, not going great. Not going great. Panzer Grenadiers have hit the field. Does not have the munitions at all for Panzer Shreks. And a pack will really struggle to defend him against the Stuart that is on its way. I think that this Stuart is probably going to seal MoaningMinnie's fate here. Panzer Grenadiers doing good damage against that rifle squad, though. And he's going to need to get them to vet 2 or 3 as quickly as he possibly can, so that they'll be able to stand up against riflemen with flamethrowers. He's also probably going to need to get some very lucky flamethrower burst crits and squad wipes just to have a chance. But I don't know what he's going to do about this Stuart. If he planted a teller mine somewhere with his only 50 munitions that he has, then that would immobilize it. He wouldn't be able to destroy it, though, without a pack. Potential squad wipe here if the Stuart decides to give chase. He's a little slow to do so, though, and that'll be fine. MoaningMinnie attempting to retake the southeast fuel, or the east fuel. Volley fire going out from within the building again. Bio squads are splitting up, but they really cannot even damage these rear echelon troops without a flamethrower. Panzer Grenadiers will probably have better luck.
Base is under attack.
All Pioneers being forced to retreat. And the Stuart has rushed MoaningMinnie's base, and there is nothing he can do to stop it. Again, if he had planted a teller mine, expensive teller mine, that Could have helped. I don't think it one-shot Stewarts though. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't even know if MoaningMinnie has noticed this or if he just doesn't care.
We have lost a squad. Foes are behind our lines. Headquarters attacked.
Do this shit long enough, you get good.
But that is the end of MoaningMinnie's entire army
Enemy is
except for 2
taking our
squads.
territory.
Stewart is now ever so slowly attempting to destroy this tier 2 structure, but it's slow going.
The
Pack
enemy
is
has
in
broken
production.
our supply
It will hit the
lines.
field, but there's with Stewart camping in the base. This game's over.
We must defend our headquarters.
And ihitto was actually spamming Stewarts, which is probably a good call. He's got easy 8s later. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what he does at this point. The game is over. I'm surprised MoaningMinnie has not surrendered.
We are suffering losses.
And that's the game. Well, in case anyone was wondering if Pio spam works on this map, I don't think it does. But that being said, I think in the early engagements, he really needed to control this building, but he just let his opponent hop right inside, and that was kind of his first critical mistake, and it really all went downhill from there. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.